Hello everyone, welcome on today's webinar. My name is Roman Roxer. I'm a Senior Product Manager for the DSS software, and today together with me is David Siegel, our DSS Product Engineer, who will help me to show you some of the nice feature of the new DSS 8.5. So this webinar is fully regarding the new features of 8.5 version, which will be released this week. Okay, so let's start with the main new features. As you know, we are always trying to make the user experience more user-friendly. We are changing the colors also, so it's better for the people with the eye disabilities. There is a higher contrast, new icons, and unified design through whole DSS. Okay, so what are the news in DSS 8.5? We have the news in the security center, where we have a new AR monitoring center. We optimized how the events are displayed. In visitor center, I think the biggest improvement is our self-service appointment, which we will demonstrate today. And we have also like approval mode for the visitor if they register by themselves. In the parking lot, we add a new feature for public parking, so you don't need entrance or exit cameras, no barriers are needed, and we will count the numbers of the vehicles parked on the parking lot. In Deep Explore, we completely changed the design of the Deep Explorer, so I hope you will like it. It's new, it's fresh. In Ecosystem, we start with the generic events, and also if you have really old cameras and you would like to pull up the RTSP stream, now this is possible for you to do it in DSS. For industry application, we got some news for the retail, student attendance or student model, and some news in intelligent inspection. So let's go one by one. Okay, so as I said, the first one in security center. As you can see, we changed the color and the contrast, as I mentioned at the beginning, and we also add some new features to it. One of the newest feature is our AR module. So you can put one camera which is covering like the white scene, and you can place the small cameras on the map, so you have a better or easier monitoring. In case there is alarm, the camera is also flashing on the map, as you can see over here. Okay, let's show everything in live. You know, I like to show the things in live. So we will now turn AR module, which I prepared over here. I don't have such a nice panoramic camera, but I choose something different for you. So let's put our camera which is connected to our system. As you can see over here, there are only few cameras. Only those cameras which got in their settings allowed AR. You allow this in exactly the same place on the device settings as you allow, for example, people counting or metadata. So you can mark this option. Then what you got over here, we got some camera which is covering the wider space. Let's say I want to go over here and see what's behind the bush. So I'll just click over here and the camera will be pop up. I can be in the live and the playback, depends what I set up. I can do also something over here, for example, like the ANPR camera. I would like to see the license plate from the street or something. I can have this view over here. If I want to go inside of the office, let's say this is our office and I would like to go inside, I just click over here. Of course, this is the gas station and this is our office. I don't have access to the gas station cameras. So those shapes can be created over here and you can place the cameras. You can also create such arrows like what's happening in front of this camera or on the side. For example, front entrance. If I would like to see behind the corner what's happening over here, I just click here and I see the camera. It's the camera which is covering actually the same ad like you can see over here. So it's really going from the side, as you can see. So I can see behind the corner, which is really nice. Or let's say I want to see the other camera which is covering other side of the street. I can click over here and have a view what's happening over here. So it's a really nice user interface. You can easily create the new text over here by adding the tag. You just choose its area or its vector or its direction. So let's say we will create some area tag. I will put the area tag over here. Let's say some camera is covering exactly this part here. I will put the name of the tag. This will be webinar 2. Then I can be in the live and add some camera to the live. Now you see that I have all my cameras listed over here, and I will choose one of the Akupy cameras which are inside in our office, let's say this one. For the playback I can also set up some camera. Everything depends what I want to see, and just click OK. The new tag is created, and you will see now I click over here and I see what's happening inside in the office. So creating of the tag is easy. Over here you can see all the tags which you have. So you can edit, you can star, so make it like favorite tag. Then you will have the list of the favorite tags over here, and so on and so on. You can also filter the layer, which tags you would like to see. Right now I have only tags created by me, so there is nothing to filter. And then in the settings you want to choose if you want to see the AI rule overlay, for example, from the camera, and so on and so on. If I choose some different camera, let's say this is our panorama camera, which is located on the garage of our company, so I can also do the small arrows to see what's happening behind the corner. But this is, as you can see, Hubble camera, which is connected to our PTZ camera. The PTZ camera, or the bounded camera, is located over here. So where I click somewhere in the image, I'm changing the position of the camera. I can have it in the small view over here, or I can just place it for the full window, and I can start doing the positions without just clicking on the primary image. I can go also with the mouse, so if I want to spin with the PTZ, I can do this as well. So fully working PTZ is over here. So our new AR module requires extra license, but we will talk about that later on. Let's move ahead. The new thing what we have is a new event center and the pop-up functionalities. So in the new pop-up you will see the video, map, and linked images. So more information for you and easier account. If we are talking about the security and event center, I would like to stress that we got lots of new features. One of them is the new peer detector, which is actually creating the images, right? In the past you have image only in DMSS application. Now you can have image also in DSS application. So my colleague David will now trigger the alarm in our office from the peer detector, and you will see that the pop-up will include the live stream from the video. So we got the live stream
alarm is okay,
camera, which is located over here. So here is our peer sensor, and there is no more cameras added over here, as you can see. I have only one camera, but if I go to management, I can also see the recordings from the peer detector. You do not need to set up anything in order to have this image. This is based on the setup of your peer sensor. So in this case we have a 3 images set it up, so you see the little movements of the David in front of the peer detector. So very nice and very easy. This is the new way how we are presenting the alarms. Of course you can have a protocol over here, you can have connected camera and other cameras connected to the alarm, to the event. Okay. So we include this, and we have of course some more features in the security event center. One of them is storm config, so you can now confirm the event. For example, we will adjust this event, so I'll just prove you that there is nothing extra set up over here. Setup of the event, you see zone alarm, and we choose our device. You can see it's a peer camera connected to our air shield, the name of the alarm, and over here you see it's only one camera selected, but in the event you see I got 2 cameras, so you don't have to really select this camera whatsoever. The image is taken automatically. Let's say you don't want to receive one alarm after another alarm after another alarm. We got a new possibility to have alarm storm config. And over here I set up, okay, show me this alarm only once in 30 seconds. So if someone again entered the room, I will not receive the same alarm from the same source. So it's a pretty handy feature not to bother operators with the same alarm over and over again. The another enhancements which we have is in SIA protocol. So for the SIA protocol, what we add? For the zone alarm, we have a new one. For example, you can monitor arm and disarm activities. So if someone armed the system, you can have a pop-up and the recordings. We also have the new alarms for retrieval events. For example, the battery or the power supply. Now my colleague just unplugged the my SATEL alarm system, which is over here, and with this threshold of 1 minute, we will receive then the information about this power failure. You can see that this is already blinking, so there is a power failure, and there is some threshold set up on SATEL. So after 1 minute, automatically we are getting notification that there is a power failure. The new thing is that we also receive when the power is retrieved. So after the power is back on, we can also set up the event, which is very good, especially when we are monitoring the households. For example, there is some power failure, we will receive the notification, but we want to receive the notification if the power is back on. This is very crucial, because if we don't receive this notification, we need to send some guard or someone to check if the power is back on. So now we have power failure. You see all of the cameras from our office are displayed, so the operator can check, yes, everything is okay, and maybe in another 1 hour he need to go and check back if the power is back on. As I said, with the new retrieval, you don't have to really go back, you will be automatically notified, and there is again like threshold, so the electricity is back on, and after 30 seconds we will receive the notification that the power is back on.
Alarm is occurred.
See custom alarm, power restored, and we got again the images from the camera. So operator can just mark down, everything is fine on this property. So this is the new SIA events. I recommend to go through all of them. There are many added, so I think you will like it. The next module which we updated is the visitor module. So in DSS 8.5 we are offering the new stuff for you, where the visitor can actually register by himself. So how this works: host will scan the QR code or receive the link, and the visitor can and he can send it to the visitor. The visitor can register on web page for a visit, and then this requirement is going to DSS Pro and also to the host email address. So both of them will receive the notification. One of them need to approve the visitor, and the visitor will receive the notification. Okay, how does it work? So we go to visitor module. Over here in the visitor module we have this approval configuration. So for example, approval by the host. Now the host will receive the notification where the actually visitor can register. You can just click over here, it will open the new web page. The new web page is automatically in, or the link is automatically in your local language. So for this purpose I will do the translation to English, so you will see what's going on over here. You can send this link to your visitors via email. Okay, whenever you would like to come, just register on this link and we will get your request. So host name in this case will be Roman. My email address over here, roman.roxer@dahuatech.com. Host organization, Dahua of course. Visitor name, let's say John is going to visit us. So John, and his email address will be my email address, so I can show you the notification. And you just go over here and either confirm straight away, that means that you are applying for visit right now for 2 hours, or you can put also the license plate over here of yours, and let's say this visit is planned for 29th, and this visit will finish also on 29th, but at, I don't know, 1 p.m. So you can choose whatever time you should have the meeting. You can create this request and click on confirm. You will get notification that this request was sent to your host, and it's also sent to DSS. So if we go to DSS, to the application, to the access management, where is the visitor module where is the visitor module located. Then we can see over here appointment to be approved 1. So you see John is trying to get to our building. This is his email address. Host is Roman. Visiting time, everything. As I said, you can approve this from here, or you can approve this from your email. So over here I just received the email. The email is in local language because we are in Slovakia. Hello, we got the request. I would like to review the request. Again, I can do the translation. Okay, info about the host. So that's me, Roman, who is trying to come. Visitor John is trying to come. This is the time for the meeting. I can approve it over here. So once again, if I go over here, appointment to be approved 1. Once in this web page, I will click on approve the visitor. This number will change. So if I go back to DSS, I see the appointment to be approved is 0. Also, the host is receiving this notification. So over here, you can see, hello, your appointment was created on this web page, and you can review over here. And after it's approved, there is coming another email. Hello, your visit was approved, and you will receive also the email with the QR code. So this will come in a second. Okay, so that's how our visitor system works now. So we got free pre-booked appointment. You can see that John, Mark, everyone has been approved. Total, we have 3 visitors, we are pre-booked and who didn't visit us. Once they visit our location with, for example, QR code scanning on our ASI devices or FAC devices, they will be on visit. Overstay alarm is a new alarm, so if someone stay a longer time, then it should be, we will have this overstay number over here. Okay, let's move on. The next new module is our parking lot. For the parking lot, we have several news for you, and one of the main feature is on the street parking. So before you didn't have the information how many cars are on the street, how many cars park over there. Now we can have it. We don't need entrance and exit barrier. For the parking building, we got several sub parking lot possibilities and also to do some residential parks. So again, let's move to DSS. We are going for the parking lot. What you can see on the parking lot, now you see all my parking lots created. Now I will switch only to DSS parking lot. You see how many cars park in front of my camera. One of our partners give us access to his camera, so we will show you the real cars in front of the camera and how the statistics is going. So you can see some people are coming there at 6 o'clock in the morning to work, 7, and most of them come at 9 o'clock. You see also some usage of your parking lot for the day, for the week, or for the month. So you can see some statistics. What is the occupancy for this parking lot? This is automatically refreshing every 5 minutes, but you can also change to have a refreshment every 1 minute. You can send the report from here, or you can export some data. The new things about the parking lot is in the settings. So if we go for the settings of the parking lot, what you can see over here, first of all, basic configuration. So the configuration is really easy. You just choose if you want to have entrance and exit, so the barrier mode or the street mode, no entrance and exit mode. You enable or disable parking space number counting. Then you add your outdoor parking space detector, as I have over here. So if we look over here on my monitoring, I have one parking spot detector over here, and it's actually monitoring 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. So now all the 4 spots are full, and also it's visible on this camera. As you can see, I have 0 over here, 0 over here available. Everything is in red. You can connect this parking module with the LED screen, and you can navigate your visitors for the empty parking spot. You can also change the colors, change the arrows, whatever is appropriate for your installation. Please make sure that your display can display whatever you are trying to display. We have also another thing over here once we are talking about the display. As you can see, this is the display which is connected via RS485 to our DSS. And you can see that number of spaces is 996 available. This is exactly the same number. If I change over here, I want to see Dahua parking. So we will see the number of available parking spots is 996. So this display can be now managed partially by DSS. It's connected via RS485 to ITC camera, which supports that, of course. And then it's also taking data from DSS. So this is also the new thing about the displays. Okay, let's go back to the settings. So you can choose which spots you want to add to the DSS. Then on the next step, you divide them for the display. So just for the verification, you see first two spots are connected to one part of the display and the second two spots are connected to other part of the display. That's why I have 4 parking lots at the moment, because I have only 4 parking spots. If you would like to change something what is displayed over here, you can change it over here. So let's say instead of this go, I will change this to placeholder. Okay, this will be placeholder, placeholder, placeholder. So it will show the number, and this arrow I can change it to this side. So instead of this go, which you see before, now it will be changed to the arrow and the zeros. So I will confirm my setting. Okay, going back to monitoring, and you see the new layout over here on the screen. Okay, let's move on the parking lot configuration. So what you can configure some parking spots for the specific groups. Of course, for this case, you need to have ANPR camera over there, which will recognize the license plate and allow only the car from that specific group. You can create some map config, so you can place the cameras over here and place the spots on the map wherever you think is appropriate for your layout, so you can have a later investigation. Or in case of the alarm, you will see exactly where the alarm occurs. Why I'm talking about the alarms? Because you can set up overtime parking space on the space detector. So if you are over here, you can set how many minutes people can stay. So this is good for the installation like Burger King or McDonald's, where the people can stay only for a specific time of hour, or gas station parking lots, or on the public street where you will limit, okay, only 2 hours, so 120 minutes the car can stay over there. If the car is staying for the longer time, there is a problem. Let's say you have the car charger over here, so we will set up, okay, over here the maximum is 300 minutes. So after this time, we would like to create event. If we want to create the event for all of the parking spaces, like the same, so let's say this is a street parking, you got 50 parking spots over there. For all of them, it will be 60 minutes. You just say here 60 minutes, and that's it. You don't have to really go one by one. In the vehicle search, we add the new possibilities, and for this we created the new videos on the YouTube. So on our YouTube channel, you can always go there and see our videos. We create the many videos with the David together. So if you go over here, click on the video, and you will find also the video for vehicle search. So it's very nice, the vehicle searching possibility. You can really nicely find your car with the exact position on the map just by entering your license plate. Of course, for this you need parking detectors, which can also cover your parking lot. Okay, let's move to another module and new stuff. So this is actually what we just covered. What kind of alarms you can have it? So blacklist alarm, parking timeout, vehicle without access record. So for example, someone is trying to steal the car, changing the license plate in the garage. You can create the alarm like there was no entering of this car, but this car is trying to exit. So you can create the alarm. Strange vehicle alarm, reserved space occupied. Again, for this you need parking spot detector with ANPR possibilities, and the one we added also with a full alarm. Many of you asked for the possibility to have even if the parking lot is full, so now you have it in 8.5 version. So this is actually our searching engine, right, for the DSS. Okay, the most of the things which change is also in Deep Explore. I think Deep Explore is now more clear and easier to work with. So we go to Deep Explore module over here, and you can see straight away that the design is completely new and much more clear. No icons over here in the middle, but you can search for the person over here, for the face, or for the human body. So let's say we will search for human body over here, search, and we got all the people over here. You can filter them by the digital description. So let's say I will search for specific digital description. I will search for male only, upper only for the short sleeve, color up, white one, lower shorts, color for the shorts, we will choose gray, and we will search over here for this digital description. We can search for specific time, or we can search for 1 day or 7 days. Yesterday I had this clothes, so you can see me over here how I was walking over here. You can either click on the image and see this straight away, or you can go on the details. This is really nice. You can see over here the snapshot of my body, snapshot of my face, some information about my digital signature, and also you can see the recordings, if you are recording of course the camera on the DSS, and position on the map for that. So all of the things are located over here for you. You got another result, so you can also click over here and see me over here with the same digital description. Okay, what you can do more with this data? Let's say I'm going back to these details. If you have AcuPic camera, you can continue searching for this person. Let's say I want to search for this person for last 7 days with the probability of, I don't know, 80% or something like this, and hit the search. And over here you got all my results over the time yesterday on our AcuPic cameras inside of our office. As you know, before in DSS, if you want to track the person, you have to click one by one and then going over here, select all and generate track. Now we make this easier for you, and I told you you can save lots of clicks with the new version of DSS. You just have the person result and you just click over here on track. It will automatically generate the track of your movement. So as you can see, all my movements yesterday for the office is over here. We can stop this anytime, of course, and we can investigate any of the results which you have over here. So if you would like to investigate some of the results, for example, I put on 70%, so also in the black shirt, it takes me the camera. I can go to recordings, I can go to live view of that camera. Everything is up to me. I can go only for the map location of that camera, and so on and so on. You can see that how I was passing over here. You can see how AcuPic works great. Only I was passing through this door and it captures me with the digital signature, and the matching point was more than 77%, so it shows over here. If I want to see the location of the camera on the map, I can see it over here. So exactly where I was going over here. So this is our combination of searching by image, searching with the metadata, and so on and so on. We can go also for the person archive. For example, if I put Roman over here, you can see all my operations in last day or last 7 days. So all my face detection or face recognition, since I'm employee, so all my results over here for last, for example, 7 days. You will see the face captures in my office. You can see my vehicle captures or my face recognition opening the door with the ASI device. So everything is in my personal archive. Of course, please follow the GDPR rules in your country, whether the face recognition is allowed. The next thing which we can search is for the cars. For example, we can search for the cars over here which are located. You can also search for the specific color. For example, I will search for only the yellow car over here. So search, I have the yellow cars only. If you would like to search for specific brand, no problem. You can search also for the brand of the colors or for the license plate if you have ANPR cameras. So all this is possible for you. The last search which I would like to show you, it's our record search. If we click on record search, we are searching for metadata, face snapshot, body captures, motor vehicle snapshot, non-motor vehicle snapshot, MPT records, so our mobile cameras, and card swiping records as post-transaction. Everything is nicely divided, so we got over here some face snapshots. Next we have body captures. Next we have vehicles which were captured in front of our office. Non-motorized vehicle, so for example bicycles which are over here, this always separate category. Then we have MPT records, as I said, from the body-worn cameras, and also we have card swiping records and post-transaction. So all this can be searched over here in DSS. You see how easy it was and how easy it is to navigate over here through the data. So this is our new Deep Explore mode. For the ecosystem, okay, as I already told you, we have some news in SIA protocol, but also we have the new possibilities for the events and for the RTSP stream. So now you can add the cameras via RTSP stream into DSS. It's very easy. If you're going to add a camera, you just choose not IP address but RTSP stream. Next, you will create this BBB, for example, IPC, number of RTSP stream which I would like to connect. It's, let's say, 3, and click OK. At the moment, just the group was created. So what we need to do? What we need to do now? We need to go over here to our BB group, and in video channels, in the settings, we will add the RTSP stream from the camera. So this is how you can connect the RTSP streams. Okay, the next thing what we have over here is generic events in the DSS. This is pretty nice for the integration. Not only, for example, like our own devices like fire alarm system, but also through other engine. For example, I got a small app over here, Hercules, on my PC. I can send some TCP events to my DSS account. We changed the port because of testing of our alarm system to 4.8, but actually the default one is 1880. We can connect the engine, this TCP IP engine, with our DSS, and we can send some string. I set up the string for the Roman. So if the string Roman is sent to DSS, we will have the alarm. So I'll go back to monitoring. You see there is no alarm at the moment, but if I send the string Roman, you can see
alarm is occurred.
We can set up if we should search only for the special character inside, or it can be also in the sentence. So, hello, here is Roman from Dahua. Send, again, it will create the event. So,
alarm is occurred.
when we can receive the events from any kind of the third-party sources, what you have to do in settings, you need to add to generic event allow list your IP address of the source, and then in the DSS, in the events, you need to create generic event config. So you will type over there, as I did over here, Roman. So TCP is the transmission, what is the rule expression, Roman, and that's why I got this pop-up. So setup is easy. I recommend to test it. I think you can now integrate almost anything with these possibilities. Okay, the new devices which I would like to introduce today is also our fire alarm system. Over here we got two fire alarm systems. This one is addressable fire alarm system and this one is conventional alarm system, fire alarm system. Both of them got the EN54 certification, so you can use them also in the Europe. If some local certification needs to be done, please contact our local offices, they will help you with that. How you connect to the DSS is via these generic events and via the bridge which is created for the unit. How it's licensed is one source, so one heat detector or one smoke detector on one bridge call point. Over here all those need the licenses. Of course siren, the strobes doesn't need the licenses. What we are supporting is a flame alarm, smoke alarm, call point alarm, heat detection alarm. Okay, so now I will switch to monitoring center and I will ask my colleague David to turn on the call point alarm. So David is just creating call point
Alarm is occurred.
You can see that this was immediate pop-up in the DSS. So it's nicely fully integrated with the DSS. David will make a lot of video how to set up the fire alarm system and everything for you. So this one was first one. And even though this is not addressable fire alarm system, we can distinguish also in the smoke detectors from which smoke detector we have the alarm because of their serial number. So now David will use electronic cigarette to create the alarm over here for our camera.
Alarm is occurred.
It's a smoke alarm, cameras for smoke detector number 2. So we can go to the management and we can review the alarm. We can see what's going on in the system. Okay, there's
Alarm is occurred.
inside of our smoke detector, so it creates another alarm. So you can see it's really working well and working with our fire alarm system. So it's fully integrated. I recommend you to test. If you will attend our road shows, our trainings, for sure I will bring my fire alarm system with me so you can see how it works. Okay. For industry application, what we have a new inspection module, we add several new stuff over here. For example, on the video channel now can be bind to intelligent inspection module. You can create the snapshot. Also over the time you can change those snapshot. You can notify your user what they have to check. We have also the measurement of the temperature if your cameras are supporting this, and you can have the alarm if the temperature rise or drops based on your settings. The another one which we have is education module. This module is completely new and it reduces the roll call time. So you know, when you come to the class they will ask you, okay, Roman, are you here? Yes, raise your hand. David, are you here? Yes, raise your hand. With 20 students this can take up to 5 minutes. With our system we can reduce this time to 0. So how everything works, we got our face recognition camera over here. You don't have to record the camera. You don't need to give access to this camera to anyone. You just enroll the faces of your students and the camera will do just this enrollment. So no one will be able to watch or work with the recordings later on. Then you have a class management over here and the class attendance. Okay, I prepared this for you over here. So okay, this is visitor. So we go on the education page. Over here you will log in with your username and the password. And first of all you need to set up the system, of course. So you go to teaching management. You can have the regular classes. To the class you need to add the face recognition camera, which will do actually the counting of the students and recognizing them. So in some classes you can have this face recognition camera and do this by the camera automatically. Then in course management you can create any kind of the course. For example, this I will create Asia cooking course, and instructor will be my great colleague Ivy. We click OK. We got the new class, new course created. We can go to class schedule template. Right now the system is already running because I want to collect some data, so you cannot change this data. I recommend to change this data before, so when your first class starts, when your first class ends, and so on and so on. You can add the classes, you can adjust the times, or over here you can add the night classes, up to you. And then you are in the class schedule. So for example, we got the training room 1 and you would like to delete or add some courses. So of course you can do this over here. For example, I want to add a new course over here for Friday, for today. Course name will be Asia Cooking Course by Ivy. Attendance group, all the technicians are required to attend this class, and the class is over here. If I would like to copy this class, like this will be like 2-hour class, I will just click over here, copy, and over here just paste, so I don't have to recreate the same again and again. So it's very easy to set up the education module. Then you go to attendance configuration and you will add this over here. For example, cooking group, name of good to contact will be Roman. You can place over here my phone number, my email address, some remarks about me, and so on. And we got a new group. You need to add the person over here. So I will add myself and 2 other people. So we will have 3 people in this group. And you add this group to the course, of course. And attendance rule config. What is the good time to come? What is the good time to leave? So if someone will come more than 10 minutes after the beginning of the class, he will be marked as late, or he will leave 5 minutes before the end, he will be marked as left early. So you can set up also this. Don't forget to hit the save. Okay, so everything is set up. Now we can go and check our class attendance. So you can see the class attendance over here over the time. So we got lots of absent people over here. We got people in the class, free normal, and we can see also left early or come late. This is for all the courses. You can also go and search by specific course as well. So you just click over here on the search and you see for the specific course. I search now over here for the technicians only, and you see how this changed. I will choose for the webinar 1 and you see how it, I need to disallow this, how it changed, so there was no one in this class. So all this can be done by the groups or by the course. So we can choose event education module. Okay, I would like to search for this. Okay, we got 2 students over here or 1 normal. We got 4 absent. 1 of them arrived late, and left early. It's also 1. So we can see all those data for the courses or for the groups. We can go also by the attendance records. Over here we can go by the attendance group, training group 1, and we can see it. If we got the data technician, search, and you can see some details over here. Also attendance details are available over here. You can search by the course, by the name of the students, or by the attendance group. This is up to you. You can also export this data and work this data later on. So this is our new education module. I hope you like it. Okay, and what is our sales strategy? In the visitor module, we are adding more and more feature. So we will start charging for the visitor module from the next year. So all of you who will buy the DSS 8.4, 8.5 or upgrade to 8.4, 8.5 this year, till end of the year, you got this module free of charge. Later on, you will have to pay for the visitor module. Those are the new codes for the visitor module. Also, AR module is charged, and the student attendance module, this is the new module which also require the license. Regarding the DSS maintenance service, from the day 1 we said that the DSS will have free upgrades for 3 years, free maintenance for 3 years, and this is of course still valid. We didn't change that. If you go over here after upgrade to 8.5, you will see how many days you still have left on your maintenance. We didn't include this data over here before because it was useless, because right now the DSS is reaching 3 years and you couldn't do anything with those data, so now we are adding this data. What you can do now, you can buy care pack license and you can receive or you can receive our maintenance and the upgrades for the longer time. Those packages are now in 1 year package. So if you have, for example, 100 licenses, you need to buy the care pack for 100 licenses and you can still upgrading also after 8.5. So to 8.5, all of you are eligible to upgrade. Regarding our Linux devices, there are a couple of changes. Very popular device 7016 is end of the life. Simply the hardware is old, and also the Linux system which is running over there is old. So we are upgrading the hardware to new one. The new DSS will be DSS 7116 D or DR. DR stands for redundancy power supply. The end of life is already announced on the March 30, 2024, and the delisting will be complete delisting. Or the last chance for the buying is on the August for 7016. 7116 will be available at the end of the September in European warehouses, so you can start pre-ordering this device. Okay, thank you very much for today attention. As you can see, our team is working very hard. From 8.0 we did lots of things. Over here everything what is meant is only main new features in DSS, but actually we got more than 160 new features in each DSS version. So this is definitely not all. Please stay focused, follow our channels, and for sure you will see more and more news coming up, which is in 8.5 version. We just don't want to create this webinar for 2 hours, so I cannot go through each step. Me and David, we will prepare lots of videos for you, which will be on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and now it's time also for your question.